diesel. Now this is again going to be a guidance. I don't want you to all splash money and be nowhere with it after spending hundreds or even maybe thousands. So my guidance here is this fault code here, which this is, I'll go through it. There's more to it than just the fault code. So if you've got mass or volume airflow, or you've got boost leak, it says intake. So in this case, this is the fault unit here, which is fine, fair enough, we'll get to it. But if you're getting like boost leak, turbo boost test is number one, boost leak diagnosis, DPF pressure test, we have to do a lot of checks, okay? Now we'll go through it step at a time. So first thing would be, if you're getting boost leak and your car's going in limp mode, you're losing power, probably this is causing it as well, but irrelevant of that. I mean, I've got to the bottom of it, so for me it's just going to be a case of 20 quid, 30 quid, OEM original sensor, done, dusted. In your case, you could change that. You could spend hundreds or thousands, like I said, and you'll not get to the bottom of it. So, personal advice, without having to be, getting ripped off by people out there, because there's a lot of people that may not be honest with you, or they may be honest, but you just spend money and you know where. So, reality is, I've put a link in below as well. It's a smoke tester. When you're getting boost leak, listen for the engine before ordering anything. See if you can detect a piping, because you've got a lot of pipings within these vehicles, intercooler pipe, turbo pipe, whatnot. There's a lot. Look for piping, look for oil leak. See if there is anything going on. If there is anything that you can see in terms of piping burst, you'll see a lot of oil leak around that area. Turn the car on, feel for it. Obviously, be careful, it could be hot. If it's leaking, happy days, bingo, change the sensor. Change the piping, sorry. If you can't see it and you just can't get anywhere around and the car's not smoking and you think, oh God, what it is, buy that tester. The tester's on Amazon. It's only like 78 quid, something like that. Put it through this. Let it bleed through. Let it go through all the way and see if you can see any smoke coming out of any of the sensors. If it does, bingo, you've nailed it. Done, dusted. That's obviously before splashing any more money and, going into the turbo and whatnot. But that's how you can eliminate the biggest faults. In terms of boost leak. Now, some cars, engine-wise, will be different to others. Like this one, we can see. I'll just show you as well, see how far I can get my hand down. But you'll see oil leak, okay? There we go. It's not the best, this, is it? But I don't know. But there is a lot of oil leak. So obviously we're getting besides the sensor here, we have got, like, I'm not saying it's the base pipe, but it's probably not fastened up properly there, just at the very bottom. We recommend tighten them up and then move on. But that's one of the signs. And then obviously if you're still getting like boost leak and you've got DPF pressure sensor, check for the DPF pressure sensor. Sometimes they do go faulty, replace them. But there is a lot to it than just that sensor there, guys. And that fault code, we are lucky it turns out to be that. We'll tighten that sensor below the piping, sorry, move on. But in your case,